Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. A video today from Dating Right. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time. There's so many of these, and I'm enjoying every single one of them. And it's like usually the women, a good chunk of the women that are always staring.
Babe, can I eat a snack?
No!
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
calm
No.
down, calm down.
Only one of us has $12
Calm
worth
down.
of jewelry on. No.
At least got some real tears on this one. Not sure why she's really crying, but.
Yes!
That's why I'm so sick of these things. How many
This is these videos have made my week.
you won't think something about that? You won't think something like I don't understand how you won't connect.
Oh, God, I'm scared. Okay, I'm about to do it. I'm doing it. I'm going all the way. Shut up.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the reason you're so sad and depressed is because you're dating a Democratic man and he believes going 50-50 and splitting the bill down everything when you could easily get a conservative man who would provide and take care of you.
The thing is though.
I'll hold y'all long today, I promise. But it's extra clear to me that so many of you truly want a boundaryless, moralless, godless, no accountability having, extra perverted and over sexualized, flavor of fuck off Diddy society that's governed by brain dead celebrities, and it shows.
What you said kind of described the Democratic left side, did it not?
Heal that shit. Because it's real weird.
So you guys are not upset that all the celebrities that were literally telling you to vote for Kamala Harris were all paid? All of them.
Yep.
I would be pissed. I bet you Trump didn't pay Joe Rogan. Trump didn't pay Elon. He did not pay Dr. Phil. He didn't pay Hulk Hogan or any of the endorsement he got and had. He didn't pay for it.
If you are a real man, you
The amount of money that she spent on her campaign, bonkers.
should be supporting this 4B movement. It's literally helping you cut out all the bullshit of wondering the woman you're about to date, is she crazy? Should you have kids with her? They're literally telling you who you shouldn't date and who you shouldn't marry and procreate with. And I am all for this because I am a boy mom that eventually is going to have a son of dating age. And half of my work is done now.
I'm going to ask a question. And I'm so serious when I ask this question. Y'all really thought that we were going to have a woman president? This crying and carrying on that y'all doing, is that genuine tears of you really believing that men were going to put their lives in the hands of a woman? You thought we were going to have a woman commander-in-chief?
I'm gonna go there. You look at the campaign this year. You know, all due respect to Sis Kamala, she threw a concert, and I like Meg, and I love Glorilla. Mm-hmm. She threw a concert with Meg and Glorilla, thinking that that was going to move and influence our community to vote for her. You think that we're that low functioning that you cannot talk politics to us and legislation to us for us to choose you based on leadership.
Ooh.
That we're going to choose you based on who's dropping it like it's hot or who's...
Woke up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm going to have to cut it shorter than that. Does it down, right? I think that this is too... It's getting hair.
Just remove the
I gotta cut it. Here we go.
Does anyone else find it insane that the election is making people realize that they should not be hoes? Like, how did Trump getting elected make people realize, damn, you know what? Maybe I should stop slinging cooch out like this is a buffet at Cece's Pizza. Like, that's what made you realize that? What the fuck? Like, your 12th body in 3 months didn't do it for you, and people nicknaming you Slurp and Burp didn't do that shit either. But Orange Man getting elected as president does. How the fuck does that make any sense? And look, guys, I have no issues with hoes being hoes. If you want to be a hoe, by all means, be a hoe. Slang cooch, I don't give a shit. My problem is that I know for a fact that people are not going to be doing this 4B movement shit after like 3 months.
Yeah.
Like half of these people
maybe not even after a week
doing 4B all of a sudden. 3 weeks ago, we're shaking ass on a prisoner at a Halloween costume party, and now all of a sudden, they want to be fucking Susan B. Anthony. Like, all right, man. Like, I'm sorry, you're full of shit.
My
Gorilla
Asian
is
boy.
still in your playlist. I know for a fucking fact. Like, I just know your ass is lying, man. Like, you're just following the trends at this point. Talking about some bullshit like you're gonna move to Canada. Bitch, you're staying here. Shut the fuck up. And look, guys, again, I have no issues with people doing 4B movement. I have an issue with people saying they're gonna do it, and then ultimately, they're not gonna do shit.
People tell me, oh, you need to vote for Kamala Harris because...
I saw a meme of like Trump with the stick, and it was just like, shave your head, do it.
because you need to think about women's rights and think about the women in your life that deserve rights. And all I can say to that is, because women wanted rights before me, I have to drive to work every single day, clock in for 40 hours a week, and spend time away from my family.
Yep.
Not for nothing, but there are women in this country, on this app, that agree with me that they would rather stay home and be a part of their home, do homesteading, actually teach their children, be a part of their education. Let's not forget that when we joined the workforce as women, we were also expected, just as men are, to give a portion of our money to the government so that they can take it and do things like they're doing today, sending it to Ukraine and Israel and other countries that need help.
Yep.
And for you to come in my comments and say, well, you should care about other human beings' lives. Guess what?
I do, but my life and the people around me's lives are much more important. Much, much more important.
do, but I also care about my fucking family, and I care about my people, and the fact that I can't go to the doctor and afford $500 a month in insurance, but somebody in Ukraine can get health care because my money is getting directly sent over to Ukraine. Like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for the person who's for the people. I'm gonna vote for the person who's for the collective American people.
I keep seeing people write that women lost their rights. What right did I lose? Like, can somebody please enlighten me? What right did I lose as a woman?
I'm also just as confused as you, lady.
Because I don't think I lost any rights. Unless, is it the right to work? Because if I lost rights to work, then I got to call my husband right now and tell him I can't go to work tomorrow. It's not the right for women to be safe in a restroom. It's not the right for women sports to be preserved and women only compete against women. Yes, you heard me. I'm confused why you guys think rights are being taken away from us today. I mean, I thought that rights were being preserved. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. And somebody, just anybody, answer my question. Don't blame Trump. Don't blame anything like Republican-wise. Like, answer my question. What right as a woman is being taken away from me?
I'm getting a little tired of some Christians asking me why I voted for Donald Trump. Because I'm a Christian. That's why I voted for him.
I would assume.
But now let me turn that same question back on you. You are a Christian. Why did you vote for Kamala Harris? You see, I didn't vote for Donald Trump for who he is. I voted for Donald Trump for who God is. You see, he wasn't promoting the shedding of innocent blood at the AB clinic. The flesh. You see, he wasn't promoting gender ideology or gender reassignment surgery. The flesh. See, he didn't open the borders for our children to get sex trafficked. The flesh. He wasn't taking the children's bread and giving it to somebody else. The flesh. You see, he wasn't pushing do as thy will with no responsibility. The flesh. See, he wasn't manipulating the people's minds with lies and propaganda through the left-wing media. The flesh. He didn't write a book and take a picture with the black help to make us think that he was black. The flesh. Wasn't into that principalities and powers and lying wonders. He just stood on the truth. What's really wrong with America? America's sick and it needs a healing.
No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child...
See, this to me is why I enjoy him being the president, right? Because that's probably one of the biggest things to me is children. The way we are indoctrinating children, the way they are going about teaching children things nowadays. Stop it. Please. Stop it. I want a good future for us, not a crazy future where all of our kids don't even know what gender they are.
that they could be trapped in the wrong body. They will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth.
So according to recent reporting, only 7% of black women voted for Donald Trump. So my question is, where is that 7%? Where are you, ladies? Please identify yourself, because we want to thank you.
I want to send a quick message to the black women who voted for Donald Trump. About 8 to 9% of you guys. Now, you guys were the smallest demographic of Trump voters, and yet to me, you are one of the most impressive. Not because anybody matters more than anybody else, but because you are the most rebellious out of everybody else. Damn near everyone around you, 9 out of 10 of y'all, was dragging you if you believed anything different than they did. Like, and you know how black folk can be, and everybody else does. They may pretend they don't, but we know how it can be. They can tear you to pieces.
Well, not just that. Remember, going against the sisterhood is the other side of that too.
If you do not align yourself with their belief systems. And so I am proud of y'all. And I want you to know that we are all here with you. All creeds, colors, races, backgrounds. Everybody came together for this party. And the 9% who are rebels today, y'all are the pioneers, the forerunners. You guys are setting a new precedent. And what's about to come is going to be a different type of wave. Once everybody else wakes up, they ain't awake yet. They still sleep. They're still fighting you. They're still trying to.
I think it's going to take like maybe 2 to 3 years before everything kind of, settles. Maybe grocery prices are going to start changing maybe within then. I don't think anything's going to happen within this year just because the government, it takes forever for them to move or change anything. And even if they do change something, it still takes them another forever to implement everything too.
Drag you on social media. They're still coming for your neck. They're still trying to send you back to slavery, whatever it is. But I wanted to send this message out to y'all specifically. So everybody, give a shout out to them sisters that you know who voted for Trump, because shout out to you. Shout out, yes, to the Amish. Shout out to every community out there that came out of the cuts, Native Americans, etc. But black women who voted for Trump, y'all are real ones.
Listen to this.
I can't get over these numbers. $10 million for Beyonce.
What?
To step up and back Kamala Harris publicly. $5 million for Megan Thee Stallion. $3 million for Lizzo. $1.8 million for Eminem. I mean, is that normally how it goes? You spend 20.
Lizzo get 10 and Eminem only get 1.8.
Hold on a second. So Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. How much do you think Donald Trump paid him? Do you think Donald Trump can afford Elon Musk? I don't think so. So you're telling me these fake relationships is what you guys wanted in the government? People paying people to act like they like each other.
Right?
Okay, you guys, I'm not trying to be mean, and please don't take this the wrong way. But if you do, I really don't care. All the women, I want to ask you men something.
Yes.
And please be honest with me.
Sure.
All the women that's doing the 4B movement, shaving their head and wearing these blue bracelets.
Uh-huh.
Do they look like women that you would actually go for in the first place?
Hell no.
Like, look at them. Would them be the women that you would actually approach? Like, keep it all the way 100.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they look like they were already celibate and it wasn't on purpose. Like, them women look untouchable. And I don't mean that in a gangster way. I mean that as a 25 cats in their house and smell like piss. Like, do them women look like they are actually the women that y'all would literally go for?
Nope.
Like, y'all are literally doing this movement and you shaving your head for nothing.
Yep.
Because the men that I know wouldn't even look at you twice.
I've had people who are going to school for psychology majors message me telling me that they hope that I get essayed because I voted for Trump. Not to mention, they also made threats saying, oh, I'm strapped up. Honey, you try to ban the ones that we got already.
Yeah.
Okay, beside that, keep in mind, these are the same people who need cookies and milk offered to them to cope with Trump winning the election. These are the same people who have been shaving their heads, losing their minds, haven't showered for 5 days because they believe that Trump is going to take away their rights. And this is why Trump is the first Republican in history to win with that many popular votes. And this is why when it comes to Democrats, they have lost the majority of Americans already.
Yep.
Because it's either you take a step back, stop calling everything misogynistic and racist, having people think that they have to walk around eggshells for you. Because you lived a privileged life already, setting up your camera and losing your mind, recording yourself on your $1,000 iPhone. Or you can decide to keep doing it and live in your delusions. And then they wonder why they lost. Majority of liberals went with the second choice because they have the emotional maturity of a 5-year-old. But these people are adults. And Trump is your daddy, whether you like it or not.
I'm actually starting to believe that Democrat Party was a fucking cult. These people are diehard for some dumb shit.
Yep.
They still trying to negative talk about Trump with this, oh, my abortion, taking women's rights. The man is fucking putting it in black and white right in your damn faces, man. It ain't a group of people he's fighting for. This man is showing every motherfucker not just in our country, but through the entire world. He's fighting for every American citizen in this country.
That's why I like Trump too. Remember, I'm a big fan of our soldiers not dying elsewhere. Can we just not fight wars that don't really pertain to us too much?
The man is doing it whether you black, white, or Latino. The man is doing it whether you're a man, a woman, or a child. I see a girl get on here talking about, oh, my child disabled and I ain't gonna be able to pay for it. Come on, man. First it was he was going to take away women's rights and do all this. Oh, now he's attacking disabled kids.
Yeah.
You people are really lost. And I'm going to say what Trump said. Sorry, but I'm not sorry about saying this. If you don't like it, leave. Fuck it. Just go ahead and leave the country. But you're going to realize something. Ain't no country greater than this one, especially now that Trump's back in office. It ain't make America great again no more. It's make America the greatest fucking country now.
Nobody is ready for this conversation, but the Democratic Party is inherently rooted in evil. And they don't believe that they are because if you notice, most people on the very far left actually lack very common, basic U.S. history knowledge.
True.
One of those things being that Democrats were the ones who owned slaves and Republicans were the ones who freed the slaves. The Democrats will never be able to outlive the stain on them that is the Jim Crow laws. And they will tell you as Republicans that you are racist and that you are taking the rights away of African American people in this country, which is entirely false. And there was even a woman who came on this app crying after the Trump victory, saying that she felt like she was going to become a slave. Now let's fast forward to 2024, shall we? What exactly is the Democratic Party pushing today? Oh, just the murder of innocent children inside the womb in the name of women's rights. Just the demonizing of all white males in this country and the working class people of
all males, but especially white males, yes.
This country. Just the absolute outrageous idea that it's okay for children to change their gender with dangerous chemicals that are actually causing health complications and making them die early deaths. The idea that the traditional household is inherently sexist and that women need to be more masculine and have careers and it's okay for men to stay home and not be providers. They are completely destroying everything that is America's backbone, not to mention the praising of a candidate who was telling them to leave the rally at which they were shouting, Jesus is Lord. So you guys, please tell
that was quite a trip.
me. Let's look at the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. What agendas are they pushing? And tell me which one is pushing evil into this world. And I bring up the Jim Crow laws to specifically make a point, because if the Democratic Party does not get it together and erase this radical left agenda that they are pushing, their party will fall apart and we will be a one-party nation, which truthfully I don't want to see, because we're a democracy.
Ooh, that sounds horrible. A one-party nation? Uh-oh.
democracy. I fully believe in that. However, if they keep pushing this radical agenda, their party is going to fall apart.
Oh, this country just wasn't ready to have a black woman in charge. First of all, Kamala ain't even black. Let's start there. Second of all, that's not even the case. Because, baby, soon as she say she running, I'm sprinting.
You know, I like Candace. I would probably vote for her.
To them polls.
It depends on who she's going against, but I do like her.
Let her run. Let her run. Her election is already won at this point. She already got it. I'm just waiting for her to make it official. Just go, girl.
I think maybe one of the reasons why women are having a harder time with the vote is just his personality. I mean, that's the most common answer you hear from people is I just can't vote for him. And I don't think that's a good enough reason. You don't have to go to dinner with him. You just have to like the country that you live in.
Exactly. I wouldn't say I like Mr. Donald Trump, the President Donald Trump, like about everything about him, but that doesn't mean I won't vote for the man. The man still has good policies. I still believe in him. I just might not like everything about him. But that's everybody I meet. I don't like everything about somebody at all. Even my own dad, my own brothers and siblings and family, there's plenty of things I don't like about them, but they're still my family, right? I still support them.
I am passionate because it feels like voting for Donald Trump is like the vote of reason. It's like the rational, reasonable choice. I feel like most of all, though, what this country could be if he gets into office with all of the amazing, brilliant people that are supporting him, I feel like it could not only make America great again, but make America greater than it's ever been.
More make America the greatest.
Morning after Donald Trump has won the presidential election, it is a glorious day, and this is our initial thoughts from a Gen Z girl
And a millennial mom.
I think that for the last 4 years, Americans have been holding our breaths, waiting to see if this is a blip on our record or if this is the true direction of the future of our country. So I am so proud of Americans for showing up and not only electing Donald Trump as our 47th president, but also a huge red wave across the country. He has doubled his numbers in major cities like my hometown of New York City. So I'm really hopeful for my future, and this is just an amazing day. I'm so happy.
Honestly, today is completely surreal. It doesn't even feel like it happened, but it totally did by a landslide. We completely demolished and embarrassed them. It's fantastic. But truly, it feels like we have secured the future of America. We have secured the future for our children. We are going to be securing the border. America is moving in the right direction. Finally, again.
Too big to rig, baby. Too big to rig, baby.
You know, for all you women that voted for Donald Trump, I have something to say to you. I'm so proud of you. I totally love you. Can we be friends? Let's have dinner.
Clean up at the same time. Go ahead and put those above the lanterns now. Here we go. Loss number 2. Here we go. Let's count down from 10. Here we go, everybody. 10. Me without just you all. 10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 3, 2, 1.
America!
Oh, there's a Halloween one.
Where am I?